So now that we've got the DSLR camera, you're probably thinking, what are all of these settings? So the first one that I normally have a look at and change is something called the ISO. That is the sensitivity to light that the camera has. So it's the sensor being either really sensitive to light or not being very sensitive to light. We're going to have a few other tools with us on the job, but we'll go into that a little bit later. So when you are looking at the ISO sensitivity, you're probably looking at something around the 400 ISO. I use that, and I've been using that for a very, very long time. You can change it ever so slightly up, but not too far. You can change it ever so slightly down, but again, not too far. You want to keep the sensor very sensitive to light and some of the other equipment that we're going to be using. The reason why we don't go to very, very high ISOs is because of something called grain. Now, that's going to be that real horrible, grainy, pixelated image that you get on things like a smartphone when it's really, really dark and you try and zoom in and it just looks really, really horrible and the quality doesn't look as sharp. So looking at 400 ISO, I think that's quite a very, that's probably the sweet spot for me. Once you've got that locked in, I generally try and not change it as much as possible. You can accidentally change it if you're fiddling around with the settings, but just try and keep it at 400 ISO and your images will be nice and clean and grain free.